Ethiopia and Russia plan to sign deal on nuclear energy. No news in detail. Stay with us. Chairperson of Oromo Democratic Party (ODP) and Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, said his party succeeded the freedom struggle of Oromo people have been making for over 150 years. The 29th founding anniversary of the Oromo Democratic Party has been marked at the Prime Minister's office, where the rumor came out. Let us trace the story.
Members of Oromo Democratic Party Central Committee have celebrated the 29th founding anniversary of the party at the office of the Prime Minister. Chairperson of Oromo Democratic Party, who is also Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, Deputy Chairperson of the party, who is also President of the Oromo Regional State, Lemma Magarsa, as well as Chairperson of the Amhara Democratic Party, who is also Deputy Prime Minister of the country, Demeke Mokonnen, have attended the event. Speaking on the celebration, Chairperson of the Oromo Democratic Party, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, said that his party has played an indispensable role in transforming the Oromo struggle. Thus, the Oromo struggle has begun to bear fruits. This day is a historic day for us. Oromo Democratic Party (ODP) has played a key role in succeeding a long-time Oromo struggle throughout the past 20 years, ensuring the equality of the people of our country and the region. ODP is able to transform the Oromo struggle and to bear fruits. So I would like to express my pleasure as member of this party. He also stressed the need to focus on economic development. We have to know that changing the life standard of Oromo people needs the leadership of this party. Hereafter, we have to make intellectual struggle in order to improve the life of our people with all what we can. The chairperson said, though there are different political points of views, dividing Oromo people will turn us back to the previous problems. Dr. Abiy underscored that he believes that ODP will overcome the problems, renewing itself. Since dividing Oromo in our country is useless, I believe that ODP will pass through these problems by reforming yesterday's leadership. He accentuated that his party will solve the existing problems. The existing problem is very simple when we compare it with the previous one, because we know through what we passed. Afan Oromo was spoken in prison. Now the situation has been changed. Oromo people have brought this through shedding his blood. The chairperson called for accommodating the nation's nationalities and the people of the country. He also stressed the importance of working in unity in order to build the nation. We are expected to work together in order to build this country, developing Oromoness. At the same time, we want to live together with Amharas, Tigrians, Wolaitas, Sidamas, and Gedeos as brothers. We never struggled to violate the rights of others. We struggled for equality. We are also ensuring equality. Our people should be with our party. Chairperson of the Amhara Democratic Party, Demeke Mokonnen, applauded the role of ODP in achieving the victory throughout 29 years, especially in registering the progress made after 1 year, being in collaboration with Oromo people and other political parties of the country. He said remarkable progress has been made in the country. Demeke reiterated that strengthening Oro-Amhara relationship is very crucial. We have to work aggressively to strengthen our unity by consolidating the Oro-Amhara relation, which helped us to achieve this progress. The Deputy Prime Minister called for correcting some misunderstandings. Notions from various angles should be corrected and framed. We have to strengthen our solidarity as reform leaders to build the future of this country.
Members of Oromo Democratic Party working in different Oromo bureaus in Finfinne City have marked the 29th anniversary of the party. The members have stressed the need to further ensure peace and security of the nation and sustain the current reform. Here is Olumo Bane for the detail.
Members of the Oromo Democratic Party of various sectors of Oromia regional state have celebrated the 29th Oromo Democratic Party foundational anniversary with panel discussion in Finfinne City. Head of Political Mobilization Office of Finfinne City with Oromo Democratic Party Central Office, Abdulkadir Hussain, said that many improvements were observed after the reform has taken place in the country.
In this struggle, many youths were sacrificed and saved the country from disintegration. As a result, many changes were registered in the country.
A research paper that reveals the strengths and limitations of the party was also presented by Vice Head of the Oromia Public Service Bureau, Tasfai Ababa. Tasfai says that the party has been strongly working to answer people's questions, especially for the youth. He also noted that the party has shown remarkable changes, particularly in the past 1 year. Some participants of the panel discussion have also raised questions and suggestions.
Leaders who are in positions from lower levels up to higher ones should work like President Lama and Prime Minister Dr. Abiy.
Waajjira ODP irraa jalqabee haga gadiititti geggeessitoonni kenna haalaallaman.
Leaders and experts in Oromo Democratic Party that work at different levels should be evaluated well.
Vice Head of the Oromia Public Service Bureau, Tasfai Ababa, said the government has been working to enhance public servants' delivery capacity and skills.
Our public servants have been striving to serve the public with high motivation. Especially members of the party should be role models.
Head of Political Mobilization Office of Finfinne City with Oromo Democratic Party Central Office, Abdulkadir Hussain, has also responded to questions raised from the participants of the events.
We've been working to reform our structure up to the lower levels as much as possible. Our employees who live in Finfinne City have also full right to get residential house. This is not special interest because it is their right.
Residents of Brai town of Oromia Specials and surrounding Finfinne have warmly celebrated the 29th founding anniversary of the Oromo Democratic Party. We have more on that. The 29th founding anniversary of ODP and the first year transformation and victory day has been marked in various parts of the region with various ceremonies. The current year festival has been marked under the theme Negotiation for Better Success. Residents of Brai town of Oromia Special Zone surrounding Finfinne have warmly celebrated the festivity. Mayor of Brai town, Solomon Faye, said ODP is the strong party which is striving to answer for the public question.
wareegama barbaachisu hundaa kafalee uummata isaa dhaggeeffachuudhaan ilaameedhaan waan uummanni isaa jedhe fudhate.
This party has paid great sacrifice and listened to his people to solve the problem through negotiation. The party make his struggle the public's one and dismantle a democratic system from the people of the country. Solomon added that his party is working for the benefit of the public through safeguarding the already gained victories. When we say our party is the future party, it is belong to the public and live for them. Head of Brai Town ODP office, Samira Faris for her part said that the victory gain was not only single bodies, it is a cumulative of all. Participants of the event also said that they are celebrating the anniversary due to the change observed among the party and they stand by the side of ODP for better achievement. ODP has established by the struggle made by the Oromo people. Now, ODP abolished the brutal regime and freed the people. If we listen each other and our scholars, we can register more results. Even let alone Ethiopia, we can transform Africa and beyond that. Therefore, we have to stand by the side of our leaders. Ethiopia and Russia plan to sign a number of cooperation agreements on trade, tourism, and nuclear cooperation at the Intergovernmental Commission meeting in Finfinne in April. Murata Mulgeta, the Director General of the European Affairs at the Ethiopian Foreign Ministry, held talk with Andriy Kamarsky, the Director of the Russian Foreign Ministry Department of Africa in Moscow on Thursday. In an interview with Sputnik, Murata said the side discussed pending agreements to follow up on their preparedness for the next Intergovernmental Commission to be signed. There are different agreements. There are agreements on the promotion of trade and investment between our two countries, on trade and industry. There are agreements on custom cooperation between our countries. There is an agreement on peaceful use of nuclear energy, on the promotion of tourism sector, he said, adding that the work to make these deals ready for the April meeting was still underway. Muratab added that the side were talking effort to make it easy for both sides to trade and create conditions for Russian companies to come and invest in Ethiopia. The Ethiopian Investment Commission announced that the reform in Ethiopia has been instrumental in improving foreign direct investment. Let us trace the story.
Investment Commissioner Abebe Abebayo told Ethiopian news agency that foreign direct investment in the country has been growing effectively during the last 4 years, reaching $4 billion in 2018. Recently, huge number of new investment interests has come from France, and about 80 Emirati investors are attracted by opportunities in Ethiopia, he revealed. According to him, the multi-sectoral reform in Ethiopia is catching the attention of investors who are bringing in huge amount of foreign direct investment. Furthermore, the strengthening of diplomatic relations with several countries in the past month is among the reasons for the improvements made in the inflow of foreign direct investment. The decisions by the government to privatize huge state-owned companies, introduction of institutional reforms, and inauguration of newly constructed industrial parks are the other main reasons for the attraction, Ababe pointed out. The recently inaugurated Debre Birhan Industrial Park is reportedly 75% leased to investors, while Adama is fully occupied. Ababe said previously many investors came from Asian countries and Turkey, but now investors from Americas and Europe are also showing interest to invest in Ethiopia. The government of Ethiopia has recently established a steering committee led by the Prime Minister to further increase the inflow of foreign direct investment by tackling challenges and facilitating the process to exploit the opportunities it was learned. Ababe said simplifying the import-export process, strengthening one-stop services, industrial parks, improving the customs process, and facilitating situations for the investors are the activities being carried out by the committee.
We've established a task force to review our investment law. If we fill the gap on the investment law, we believe this will also be the other attraction for flow of FDI in the coming years.
The Ethiopian Airlines has won African Champion of the Year award at the 7th edition of the African CEO Forum organized in Rwanda, Kigali. Fikar Brahma has more on this.
Africa's most profitable airline company, Ethiopian.
The airline currently flies to over 50 African cities in what is the largest network by the national carrier. It is also in talks to help about a dozen African countries to establish and manage their carriers. Ethiopia, a member of the Star Alliance Group in its 7th decade of operation, has become one of the continent's leading carriers in terms of efficiency and operational success. They command the lion's share of the Pan-African passenger and the cargo network, operating the youngest and most modern fleet to 95 international destinations across 5 continents. It is the first African operator to take delivery of the Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. Its operations have transformed the Bole International Airport in Finfinne to continental hub. Accordingly, the airlines has been named the African Champion of the Year at the 7th edition of the Africa CEO Forum undertaken in Kigali, Rwanda. The airline's chief executive officer, Tolda Gabramaram, who received the award, used the occasion to thank Africans all over the continent who have demonstrated their solidarity with the company following the tragic March 10 plane crash.
Thank you for the continent of Africa for the vote of confidence, not only in winning this award, but also for the strong vote of confidence that Africa has been giving on us, even in the most challenging and trying and testing time in our history. It's very unfortunate that 2 weeks ago, we had a very, very tragic accident in which we have lost more than 157 of our passengers and our colleagues. It's a very tragic moment. We are very sad. We are still mourning for the loss of the lives of our passengers and colleagues. My sincere and deep condolence and sympathy to the families and families of the victims, and for the country and the continent.
In their 7th year in a row, the 2019 African CEO Awards took place in Kigali, Rwanda, recognizing outstanding performance of business leaders, companies, and investors in Africa.
Feasibility study has been concluded to set up 200 kilovolts substation between Gojo and Shikuti towns to access electricity to 5 districts of West Sudan. Residents of the area have held discussion on how to address infrastructure and basic facility problems they have. Akilu Gabru.
Delegates led by Minister of Water, Irrigation and Energy, Dr. Engineer Slesh Bakala, has discussed with residents of Kindabarat and Abuna Gindabarat districts on how to solve their long-standing socio-economic problems. Some residents of Gindabarat district have addressed their socio-economic problems.
Many people have left the area due to infrastructure problems. But where shall we elders go? The life of many pregnant women have passed away on the way due to the absence of roads.
Some responsible sectors of the issue have also reacted to the public questions.
I do not think that the problem will be solved from the grassroots level by maintaining the already existing roads. So we are dealing with the Federal Roads Authority to upgrade the roads to asphalt concrete standards.
All problems will not be solved overnight due to fixed amount of budget we have. So we are reaching your grievances by prioritizing the problems.
Meanwhile, residents of Abuna Gindabarat district have raised their urgent problems of road, electricity, and clean drinking water.
There is scarcity of secondary schools in the district. Villages of the district have not got electricity yet.
West Shore Zone Administrator Gazain Kapada noted that residents should engage in developmental endeavors in addition to government efforts. Head of the Oromia Agriculture and Natural Resources Bureau, Awadabale, said that the government has given due emphasis for the infrastructure development.
We are working to integrate districts of the area through infrastructure.
Minister of Water, Irrigation and Energy, Dr. Engineer Slesh Bakala, on the event said that feasibility study has been concluded to set up 200 kilovolt substation in between Gojo and Shikuti towns.
Thank you so much for being with us, and have a nice time.